Ladies and gentlemen, we meet again for a short and sweet idea toward Parashat Chayei Sarah, which is coming up very soon. It's an idea I heard many years ago from my Rebbe, Rav Avigdor Nebenzahl Shlita, who is the Rav of the Old City of Jerusalem, who teaches in Yeshivat HaKotel. I'm a graduate of Yeshivat HaKotel, which is actually Yeshivat Bnei Akiva HaKotel, one of the 70 yeshivot and ulpanot that we have in the network of 24,000 students in this amazing educational system in Israel. A great idea, which is the following. In this week's parsha, we see Abraham sending off his loyal servant, Eliezer, to find a wife for Yitzchak. And he prepares him and he makes him make an oath to take only somebody from his family. So Eliezer is crossing the desert on his camel with another 10 camels laden with all kinds of goods, crossing the desert, and then he is arriving at the area that he knows that the family of Abraham lived there, but he's not quite sure who is from Abraham's family. So he davens to Hashem, please help me find the right woman. And he decides to make a test for women. What is that? He will look for a nice young girl. And when he sees a nice young girl coming to the well to pull up water, he'll ask her for a favor, please pull up some water for me as well. Gemilut chesed, do me a favor. You don't know me, I'm a strange man to you, but do me a favor, I haven't got a jug, you've got a big jug. Do me a favor, pull up from the well some water for me. And a woman, a young girl who's willing to do that, that is a sign that she is the right type of person to go into Abraham's family, such a family of chesed. So he goes down to the well, and the first girl he asks, she says, sure, I'll let you drink, and I'll not only that, but I will bring drinks to all your camels, which is an amazing thing. A camel can drink about 50 liters after it crosses the desert. 11 camels, that's 550 liters. For a young girl to pull up from the well, how much can she pull up in one jug? Let's say 5 liters, so she did it 110 times. Meshuggah, it's mind-boggling. And therefore it says, V'ha'ish mishta'eh, he's standing there bewildered, he doesn't know what to make of all this, Eliezer. And therefore, once she finishes to do that, he runs over to her, gives her a nose ring and two bracelets on her hands, and then asks her, who are you? And she says, I'm the daughter of Betuel, who is the son of Nachor from Avram's family. And he's so happy, and he goes home with her to meet her parents, to meet her brother, Betuel and Lavan. And there he has to tell over the whole story again. He tells over the whole story again with one difference, which is, he tells them that when I saw this girl and I tested her and she passed the test, I asked her who you are, and she said, I'm the daughter of Betuel, son of Nachor, and then only I put the bracelets and the nose ring. What is going on? Why in the reality did he give the bracelets and the nose ring first? And in the story that he gives back afterwards, it's as if he gave her the nose ring and the bracelets last. It seems like a small detail, but what is the hidden idea? To understand that, we have to look into Rashi. Rashi says, Nezem Zahav Bek HaMishkalo, a beautiful gold nose ring, which is worth Beka is Machatzit HaShekel. What does Machatzit HaShekel remind us of? Every Jew had to give half a shekel every year for what? To take part in the korbanos, in the avodah in Beis Hamikdash. In order to be a person who is part of what is happening in Beis Hamikdash, to be part of the avodah, that's what you have to give. Machatzit HaShekel. That's to remind us of that mitzvah. And then, Shnei tzmidim al yadeho, asara zahav mishkalam. If they weigh 10 and they're 2, so says Rashi, that's to remind us of the 10 commandments which are on 2 tablets. What is going on here? What is going on? Says Rav Nebenzahl, beautiful insight. He says the following. One second, if she is such a girl of chesed, how should have she responded when he came and offered her the bracelet and the nose ring? She should have said, no, thank you. I did it for the Shem Mitzvah. Don't bother. I don't want to be paid for this. She should have backed out of it. But she accepted it. And only once she accepted it did Eliezer rejoice that he found the right girl and asked her, from which family are you? What does that mean? The idea is this. Al Shlosha Devarim Ha'olam Omed teaches us Pirkei Avos. Al Torah v'al Avoda v'Gemilas Chasadim. And he knows, Eliezer, that she has to be married to the son of Avram, who is Gemilas Chasadim, who's doing Chesed all the time. She has to be married to Yitzchak, who is the man of Avoda, the man of Avoda of all times, who's on the Mizbeach. And she's going to have a son called Yaakov, who is going to be the man of Torah, who sits for 14 years without blinking, without closing his eyes, learns Torah. So she has to not only be capable of Gemilus Chasodim, but she has to be capable of accepting Torah and Avodah. Torah, and the Avodah is the Nezim Zahav, Beka Mishkal Marza Shekel, which is the Avodah. If she is, besides having so much chesed, also willing to accept Torah Avodah, I've got the right girl, and she's the girl I'm going to take home for Yitzchak. This is a brilliant idea. I think of it 3 times a day. Why? Because in the beginning of Shemona Esrei, we have to have kavanah. Says the Rambam, we have to have kavanah during davening, at least during the first bracha. Okay, so I try to concentrate during the first bracha, and the first bracha we say, Baruch atah Hashem Elokeinu ve'Elokei Avoseinu. You are the God of our forefathers, but then we say Elokei Avraham, Elokei Yitzchak, Elokei Yaakov. Why do we have to spell it out afterwards? The answer is because what gives me the self-confidence to stand in front of the creator of the world? What gives me the courage, the chutzpah, to stand and ask for anything? There's only one reason. I am a follower of the same 3 components which the world is standing on. I'm the son of Avraham. I go with Gemilas Chasadim. I stand in front of you with Gemilas Chasadim. I'm a son of Yitzchak, of Avodah, and I'm a son of Yaakov, of Torah. It's because I stand in front of you with the loyalty to Torah, of Avodah, and Gemilas Chasadim, that gives me the courage to stand in front of you and ask you for all the things I want to ask you, for some health, for some wealth, for some family, for some everything. Every time I start Shmoneh Esrei, I actually think of this beautiful idea Rav Nebenzahl once told me many years ago, but it really stands out and explains. So why afterwards does he not say it in the same order? The answer is, who is he speaking to? To Betuel and to Lavan. They don't understand spirituality. They are Tachlis people. Tachlis people means you only give presents to somebody you know you're giving presents to. So there he says, okay, who are you? You're the daughter of Betuel, etc. So then he gives the presents. Because these are simple people, and these are over the Avodah Zorah. They don't understand the sensitivity and the high fidelity of such ruchni things as Torah and Avodah and Chasadim. But actually, he did, and that was the test he did to her, which she actually passed with flying colors. Beautiful ideas. Doesn't matter how many years pass by, these ideas stay with me, and I think of them, as I said, 3 times a day. Shabbat Shalom.